Harry Potter. Non ho fatto vedere, non I'm just married now. I'm just married now. Pa, 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 pa. Basta, l'ho fatto, zio. Avviso. Avviso. Io ne sarò mai, zio. Quanto godo. Ma al massimo vaffanculo uso YouTube, che cazzo me ne frega a me. Basta che lo finiamo, non è che deve essere perfetto. Ehi, che cazzo? Ma è un bug che spariscono i follow. Ma stava. Boh. Ma stava. Vabbè, l'app di Twitch. Non so. Ma pure ieri. Non so se ogni volta che arriva a 49 si toglie il follow. Assurdo. Twitch, la devi smettere di togliermi i follow, va bene? Ah. Cioè, come cazzo faccio ad arrivare ai 900 se tu mi togli i follow? Cioè, posso capire che uno lo toglie perché si è rotto. Cioè, ci sta, si è rotto il cazzo e va bene. Ma zio Pino. Mi devo fare Wisebot Premium, va? Così almeno riesco a vedere subito gli unfollow, zio Piero, che questi me ne mette dopo 30 anni. Ciao Simo, come stai?
Non c'è male. Sperando che... Oh, io non la voglio minare. La gufo. Se vedete che mi sparite perché la connessione, non so, col freddo, cioè col vento forte se ne va a pesci. L'omicidio del Rossetto. Allora, raga, io provo a fare il detective. Se vedo un po' di domande, li butto su YouTube perché, capì? Non voglio fare schifo. Madò, che violenza!
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose at the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves the place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf.
Bra, soluzioni e si va. Così almeno zio Pera.
Do you have the address?
Aspetta, perché abbiamo sti vestiti? Mannaggia.
All over KGPL. It's off Temple Street.
Come cazzo si mettevano i vestiti?
Glendale.
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation.
Ho ripreso Valhalla, ieri mi sono fatto 6 ore, ho avuto il ride da gente spettacolare, la mia prima volta che arrivo a 45 spettatori fissi che non se ne vanno proprio. Vabbè, il ride, poi ho fatto il ride di 35 persone, quindi devo ringraziare Nora, Tita e tutti gli altri che hanno deciso di farmi il ride. E niente, è stato bellissimo. 6 ore di Valhalla che dovevo recuperare. Poi sta Panzerotto, che è l'assassino più scarso del mondo. Vestiti. Sword of Justice. Questo è più preciso. Qual era il vestito che era più che ti dava più precisione con la pistola? Questo. Mi sa di sì, perché è più preciso con il ok. Vuoi dare io? Sei sicuro? Ne sei proprio sicuro? Va bene, guido io.
What happened to Rose?
Scusa, che
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Goon. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance.
Comunque, mi manca già Bekowski. Posso dirlo. Cioè, Bekowski era il mio
6 months and
idolo.
hundreds of guys running down leads.
Mo sta sto ciccione qua.
You don't think
Che è
this has anything-
antipatico al cazzo.
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every...
Any central unit, car 16N reports a possible...
Cazzo, questo si vuole ammazzare.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, Detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will! Wait, what?
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps. Come on, then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still...
No, aspetta. No, aspetta. No.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly, I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Ah, quello posso far vedere.
Cole, come on!
Vabbè, però zio Pera. Cazzo, sto passando, ti sposti. Stai intralciando la polizia, che ghio. Questa comunque non è Ibiza. Questa non è Ibiza.
Calling all cars, citizen reports officer needs help, shots fired, officer down, 6th Street and Lindley Place, 6th Street and Lindley Place, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, Detective.
Mi raccomando, sempre in culonia ad ammazzare la gente.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
No, cazzo. Aspetta, rischio il ban? Per sta cosa? No? Cioè, se è una donna nuda morta, ho paura. Ah, ok, meno male. E com'è, non si sa mai.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Morgues.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Vabbè, dai, l'importante è che non mi rompono i coglioni. Sapete come disse un noto poeta fiorentino, se nel mondo si stesse un po' di bene, non saremo tutti nemici.
Carruthers. Phelps. You make homicide? Looks like it. Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman and Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Minchia, regà, però come cazzo l'hanno
Cause of
combinata?
death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly
Madre, ho i brividi, io non sto scherzando.
I'll know for sure in an hour.
Porca puttana, che violenza.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Vabbè, là penso che è ovvio, cioè se uno sta con le tette da fuori a giocare è ovvio che tu ci voglio dire si incazzi. Cioè là ci sta pure. Aspetta, che è successo? È vero, raga, purtroppo è verità. Purtroppo sì, mannaggia. Aspetta, sto vedendo se è tutto ok. A posto. Sto controllando delle cose. Ma raga, purtroppo il genocidio cioè il femminicidio, non il genocidio. Cioè, oddio, non è che è veramente difficile da affermare. Perché comunque dipende sempre dalla mente maschile. e che non dovrebbe esistere, purtroppo, ma purtroppo è una malattia che esiste, purtroppo. A me dispiace tantissimo, purtroppo, però c'è mai da fare.
There's a couple fighting outside of my window.
Che bella Melissa. Bella, bella, bella. Cioè, per quanto, per esempio, io cosa dico sempre alle mie amiche? Sceglieteveli bene, ragazzi. Perché se voi andate dietro ai cozzari, dietro a quelli che fanno i maranza, che già di vedi che insultano le donne, cioè già là è un campanello da là. Ma più che altro bisognerebbe fare una lezione di educazione civica, cioè bisognerebbe fare delle lezioni nelle scuole su come si trattano le donne, su come si trattano i maschi, cioè le donne e gli uomini, scusate, non volevo dire questo termine dispregiativo dei maschi, vabbè. Cioè, perché come succede alle donne, succedono anche agli uomini, purtroppo. E la cosa che mi fa rabbia è che non se ne parli di come se ne parli sulle donne. Perché se vedi, succede tipo a una donna, è il caso nazionale che ci sta, e io sono contro la violenza delle donne, sono contro la violenza di ogni tipo. Diciamo che però alcuni soggetti se le meritano le botte, alcuni soggetti se le meritano, però la violenza non porta a niente, porta solo a a queste cose. Quindi, per esempio, io ho subito violenze psicologiche dalla mia ex, e non mi vergogno a dirlo, per 6 mesi, perché era una relazione tossica, più lei che mi inculcava, vabbè, tu così con là, e io stavo sotto come la merda. E ci sono amiche che hanno subito violenze psicologiche dai loro ragazzi, e che purtroppo ci stanno ancora sotto alcune, e alcune fortunatamente le hanno mandate a cagare. E non è facile, ragazzi, purtroppo non è facile. Si spera in un oddio, più andiamo avanti più è peggio, e questa è la cosa che mi fa paura, perché leggi notizie di casi di violenza pure sessuale, eccetera. No, vabbè sì, ma non penso che tu hai detto qualcosa di strano. Cioè, alla fine non penso che tu abbia detto qualcosa di strano. Quindi io ho paura, raga, perché vedi il caso di Palermo, cioè io questo voglio dire. Ma porca puttana, non ti fai schifo. Ah, ok, un conto, tu scherzi con gli amici e la tua ragazza che vi prendete a schiaffi, cioè, ci può stare, eh? L'amico mio scherza con la ragazza che si fanno a botte, cioè, così a scherzo. Però, porca puttana, non ti fai veramente schifo. Cioè, non ti guardi allo specchio. E poi, vedi, per colpa di questi episodi, le donne non si fidano degli uomini, e noi ragazzi buoni veniamo sempre trattati di merda perché hanno paura, giustamente, e fanno bene. Boh. Purtroppo a me dispiace. A me dispiace che nel 2023, nel 2023 si devono sentire queste cose. Dispiace per i casi che succedono di omofobia, dispiace per i casi che succedono di violenza sulle donne, sugli uomini, dispiace per questi anche di alcune persone che non hanno il giusto aiuto psicologico da un trauma e si devono suicidare, dispiace di ogni cosa, cazzo. Però non si può sentire che nel 2023 la gente deve fare questo. 2023, non stiamo nel 2000, non stiamo nel 2010, non stiamo neanche nel 1980. Ma guarda, io Simo, ho veramente io come dissi, ho ripetutamente detto su vari gruppi, io ho veramente paura del genere umano, ho veramente paura. Cioè, ma più andiamo avanti, più torniamo indietro. Specialmente, ma oddio, non voglio dire specialmente in Italia, perché vedi, Greenwood. Greenwood è stato, diciamo, ricattato è stato incastrato dalla sua ex. E la sua ex verrà condannata per falso, questo è vero, letto su internet. La ex di Greenwood verrà incarcerata per testimonianza, non so parlare, e altre cose. Perché quello che ha fatto la ex di Greenwood è stato veramente deplorevole, perché lì Greenwood, cioè, ha detto che Greenwood la picchiava, Greenwood faceva questo, però al momento delle prove si è scoperto altro dei detective che stanno in Inghilterra. Si è scoperto altro e quindi hai distrutto la carriera a un povero ragazzo che ha subito queste violenze, comunque psicologiche, come Mandy del City, che bene o male Greenwood e Mandy ripartiranno dall'Orient e dal Getafe. Io glielo auguro a Greenwood di riprendere la sua carriera in mano. Ora, dopo il caso di Greenwood bisogna vedere anche il caso di Anthony. È vero che ha picchiato la sua ragazza? Perché fosse è vero, escono le prove che è stato lui, in galera. Mi dispiace, ma va in galera. Però ci devono essere sempre queste cazzo di prove, perché tu non è che è come se, cioè, tu non è che puoi accusare una persona senza trovare le prove. E questo è un must che succede anche in Italia. Guarda, su Portanova non so adesso come sono andate le cose. Su Portanova io non ho letto la situazione. Su Dani Alves neanche. Cioè io parlo di persone innocenti al momento. Se Portanova ha avuto, è stato cioè, non dico vittima, ma è stato uno dei tanti, va preso e va sbattuto in galera. È un casino, regà, perché vedi, in Italia so che forse è una... Parliamo del caso di Yara. In Italia, ragazzi, c'è questa cosa che quando succede un caso mediatico, cioè, la stampa, la gente, se tu non gli trovi un capo espiatorio, non gli trovi qualcuno che dice, sai, è stato lui, non si placa. E così è. Io, ma ragazzi, vi giuro, vedendo le serie TV su Yara, vedendo le serie TV su Elisa Orlandi, eccetera, ti fanno capire veramente tante cose. Che la giustizia italiana è una merda. Perché, ok, è stato. Facciamo finta che, ok, hai incriminato Bossetti, va bene. Hai le prove? E come mai tutto questo insabbiamento? Come mai tutte queste lune? E infatti il caso è stato riaperto perché ci sono prove che non sia stato lui. E però tu in questo momento, in 13 anni, se non è stato lui, hai rovinato la vita di questo adulto. E questa è la cosa che mi fa incazzare. Perché quando succede un caso mediatico si trova il capo espiatorio, innocente no, lo si sbatte in galera. Non hanno proprio la voglia di dire cazzo, cerchiamo più indizi, andiamo più a fondo. La gente trova il suo colpevole, ma deve avere pazienza. Invece no. Cioè io spero vivamente che si venga a sapere veramente dopo 13 anni chi cazzo ha ucciso quella povera ragazzina, perché se questo povero anziano qui non è innocente, gli hai rovinato 13 anni di vita. E il killer poi... Per questo dico, regà, io adoro guardare sia Elisa True Crime... io vado pazzo per Elisa True Crime, perché è una che ti fa dei video spettacolari, che parla bene della situazione, e adoro io, specialmente i fatti di cronaca nera. A me piacciono perché c'è sempre qualche, cioè io l'ho detto, fossi stato bravo, non avessi avuto forse questo problema dell'ADHD che mi ha bloccato un po' nello studio, eccetera, perché sì, raga, io a scuola per imparare a studiare bene, io forse avrei provato a studiare criminologia, perché mi affascina, cioè io adoro queste cose, adoro veramente tanto. Infatti pure sul fatto di Lady Diana, perché non si sa bene la verità tra la regina eccetera, non si sa bene la verità tra John Fitzgerald Kennedy, non si sa bene la verità su parecchie cose, ragazzi, perché il mondo vuole insabbiare queste cose e ti vuole far credere che quello è il cattivo e ciao. È veramente un casino, credetemi. Quindi su tantissime cose verrà sempre trovato il capro espiatorio, perché? Perché la gente vuole il colpevole, la polizia non ha, cioè, raccoglie una prova, ok, lui è il colpevole. E purtroppo succede, purtroppo.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely.
Cioè, basta vedere che ragazzi, per Stefano Cucchi ci hanno messo 12 anni per i veri colpevoli. Ma sapete che significa 12 anni per chiudere un caso?
I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Dai, magno. Allora, ho detto, la giustizia in Italia purtroppo fa acqua da tutte le parti. Cioè io vedo in America,
What does the writing on the victim mean?
in altre parti.
Like Dahlia? Tex?
Oh, Tex Wheeler.
Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Oh, impronte.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Infatti, regà, quando vedo le serie TV, tipo che sia NCIS Los Angeles, CSI, The Mentalist, cioè io adoro tutto che sia giallo, e cose, perché io, cioè, è bellissimo, mi piacciono proprio.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Aspetta. Che cazzo di accendino, è assurdo, bellissimo.
Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Ma certo che gli accendini sono veramente belli. Vabbè, questa come si chiamava?
The victim's bag?
Dipende. Aspetta. Tiene dove? Se vuoi che li cancelli. Io l'ho detto, regà, appena avrò il PC, cioè io voglio fare questo tipo di live. Non so se sarà... Fatto.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
È solo il rossetto. Possibile. Non ha un portafoglio, non ha niente. Prego.
Can we get to the bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Possa la tua anima riposare in pace. Già che si chiama la bamba.
Can you drive to this one?
È lontano, raga, non guido la macchina là.
Werewolf? For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note and a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip out the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something away, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Viva la bamba.
Gentlemen, what can I get you? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine Dion.
Christ.
House officer.
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Allora.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly.
Okay.
A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Yes, I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Ah, povera Celine.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Pronto, sito. No, li
Operator,
attacca.
message for KGPL.
Mamma parla.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Pronto, pizzeria? Io ti troverò e ti ucciderò. Vai, ma che numero avete? Vai. Ah, questa non è la pizzeria. Ma quel video fa pisciare sotto.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
A casa di Celine Henry.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Mamma mia, Bukowski è la migliore. Oh, ciao. Ah, aspetta, devo fare... L'esultanza per Two-Face, che ti faccia uno shout. Appena posso. Vabbè, nel caso trova qualche soluzione per Jacob.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Aspetta, che non te lo faccio. Oh cazzo. Ah, non mi ha dato la corsa, quindi non mi fa il ricaricamento. Ah, che palle. Beh, se vedo che continua a fare 81, 82 lo stacco. Ma se no...
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Said I had to go back, Doctor.
Fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Minchia. E io purtroppo non l'ho mai finito su 360.
Not everything here is going to be
Quindi
relevant.
spero di finirlo su PlayStation.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Ma secondo me è qualche tacco in gap.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
In effetti, però, stavolta c'ha ragione.
Don't think this is anything.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. When my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Guarda, questo è il classico uomo maschilista che non fa bere che altro che bere e picchiare la moglie. Cioè, poi mi dite perché mi manca Bekowski.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Oggi sono andato al bar che si chiamava Tiffany.
Circumstantial.
A regular Amelia Earhart, her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Che cazzo ci esce da questo posto di merda? Gastano i frinzi dei miei coglioni.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Tutto a posto, signorina?
Please. I'm too
Vabbè, dai.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. It was looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Ma non ho capito chi è sta Dalia nera. A questo punto, sì, da carica più tardi.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my
RKO,
God.
pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Forse magari un po' più di tatto la prossima volta, mannaggia a voi.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk.
Pandev dopo una scazzettata con Kenshia.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Size 11s.
Ok, Simo, stai pronto. La schiena mi fa un po' male. Ma che dolore.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
The bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Quindi la prima è menzogna accendino.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Allora.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth?
Ovvio.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Ecco.
Okay. You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
Come cazzo si picchia? Non mi ricordo più. Oh, Vagno. Come si picchia? Ok. Zio Pira, come si picchia? Mi sono dimenticato. Niente, mi dimentico. Aiuto, raga, come...
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Raga, non so... non mi ricordo come si picchia. Raga, non mi ricordo come si picchia, non sto scherzando. Ho provato tutti i tasti, ho provato quadrato, ho provato triangolo, ho provato cerchio, X, niente cazzo.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut...
Perché la gente
Damn mouth.
So
oh
now
cazzo,
you're gonna tell me
28 anni
you
non mi
loved
posso
her?
prendere la
Ah,
patente.
the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Ora mi dici come cazzo si combatte? Cioè, cazzo, sei un giuco. Boh, raga, avete mai visto un gioco che non ti spiega mai come cazzo...
Okay. You're not being rational.
Ok.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Ah, ho capito, L2 più X, zio Pera, tanto ci voleva a spiegarmi una cosa del genere.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Quindi non ho capito, dobbiamo tornare a indagare... Dobbiamo andare da Mendes o stazione di polizia? Centrale, ok.
You can drive. Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed him up nicely for you.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
I got the jitters again.
Mi dà una cazzo.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Allora, quindi accesso.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
Okay.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her, all right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Ma è trimone questo. Boh.
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
Si opera.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Mo speriamo che questo qua... Io però un qualche cosa di dolce la prenderei forse. E lo faccio, cazzo, torno subito. La barretta. A posto, la barretta me la sono mangiata. Ci manca un goccio di, secondo me, di limonata. Dono subito. Il crimine ti mette sete e fame. Mendes, 16° piano.
Apartment 16. Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
C'è un ascensore, no, eh? Dannati palazzi. 1 2 3. Ecco.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Nope. Doesn't look like anything. This isn't what we're looking for. Not much help.
Ah!
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
A te pareva, sto stronzo.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Get in and drive. I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Phelps, you gotta get me closer. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Give it up, LAPD!
Figli da puttana. Le so andate.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand.
Ah, peccato. Caso risolto.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Qua che succede? Ah! Vabbè, oh, ma la gente ce l'ha con sti piedi di porco, eh? Porca miseria.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Apri un tubo.
Something plain sight in the
Ah, ma
grass.
tutte femmine sono. Possibile.
Hacks are all over him. Captain's trying to fend him off. That sounds awfully similar. The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, colleague boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady.
Non voglio
Overlook
dire.
Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Vabbè, zio Pera, però così no, dai. Cioè, si dà per scontato che solo le... Ah, dico, ha pure un omicidio di un uomo. Oh, no.
Mister? Or are you just cracked?
Vabbè.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Vabbè, ti pareva, sì. Ti pareva, sì,
Not
cioè.
bad for your first time at bat. Thanks, Rusty. But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention. And
no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Palese. Succedesse così già.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene. So what's going on over there?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll.
can't we get in
I was first
closer?
reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Dio ti prego, fa che non sia nu.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
Zio Pera, tutti nudi.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Boh.
Look at your mark, it's very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Io, fra... No, basta scherzare con il cadavere, Cole. È pur sempre un cadavere. E manca l'anello.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring.
È uguale identico, sì. È uguale identico, sì. Mamma mia, oh.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Sì, mamma mia, uguale.
Detectives, R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. And have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence? Clear this area immediately.
You all seem to be standing around.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hugo Moller.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Cercherò bene. Pizzeria?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Cazzo, no, non vuoi...
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Mi raccomando, almeno con la figlia, usate del tatto.
We're gonna have a look around.
Ti prego, almeno con la figlia, usate del tatto, solo questo.
Just sit tight. My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Work boots. Size 8.
Dai, Bagnu, se è Ugo Moller è troppo scontato, però. Cazzo, non mi cade nell'essere scontato.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Dai, se è veramente il signor Moller è scontatissimo sto caso, sì. Ma veramente scontato.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Manca anche l'orologio anelli. Ok. Parliamo con Michelle.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Però dai. Oh, Bagnu. Cioè, voglio dire, cioè, non l'ha detto, sai, no, tua madre è stata brutalmente ammazzata, no, è stato corretto, mi spiace dovertelo dire così, Michelle, ma tua madre è morta, più tatto di così non poteva essere, bravo Cole. Che siccome è Galloway, dai, dici, no, mamma è stata accisa, l'hanno accisa proprio, allora, vabbè.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Minchia, io però se facessi il detective e vedo che una piange perché gli hanno ucciso un parente, piangerei pure io. Allora, incertezza, verità, incertezza.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And we always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the
Go
police
to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Aspettiamo. Allora. Allora.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
No, aspetta, questo è un'accusa, sì. È un'accusa. Sì, è un'accusa.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Sta mentendo.
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Stai mentendo, coglione.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night? You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Incertezza, menzione al video.
Yes, that's correct.
No, aspetta, non sto capendo. Qua cosa facciamo? Incertezza.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
Cazzo, non è la menzogna qui. Vabbè, abbiamo sbagliato. Ah, l'alibi, zio Pera. Eh sì, ce l'ha data prima. Eh sì, è vero. L'alibi del mare, porca puttana, si può rifare? Se faccio ricomincia, che mi fa fare? Mi fa ricominciare il caso? O mi fa ricominciare... Oh, fanculo, no, vabbè, dai, un errore ci può anche stare. Pazienza. A precedenti di violenza lui menzionerà. Andy, a rapporto qua era...
Persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
No, mi sa che era prima l'alibi.
Did your wife ever go out by
Era
herself?
prima l'alibi e
Bars,
qua
nightclubs?
abbiamo fatto
No.
confusione.
What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked
Che le
a full
domande ce le
day.
mettono a
I wanted to come home,
tradimento.
put my feet up.
Your wife
Ma
was
qua è
beaten
menzogna
and
con la
then strangled.
spilla.
In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
You should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
The woman who stabbed her husband?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but
Un attimo.
this guy to make the case.
Anna.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't.
Ciao Anna,
You need
come
somewhere
stai,
to stay,
cuore
Michelle.
bello?
You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and.
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Come stai, Anna?
Galloway, homicide division, badge number 564.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical
Bene,
service
bene,
team to a
bene,
house
bene,
on
bene.
North Bonnie Bray Street?
I need an address on a
Send someone
Belmont
down from
high
Juvenile
school.
Hall to look after a young
Checking for
lady.
you, Detective.
Roger, 11K.
Belmont High, 1575.
Pegasus verrà con
Thanks,
il psicotramicero.
That's that cop.
Isabel, Ade Atena, senza età.
Phelps at the coroner has report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Andiamo prima all'obitorio, anzi no, dai, andiamo alla scuola superiore. No, no, aspetta, andiamo prima all'obitorio, almeno sì.
You can drive.
Almeno se dobbiamo interrogare qualcuno, ci abbiamo già la... Mannaggia.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Praticamente stiamo risolvendo un caso di una donna sì, vabbè, volevo fare la battuta di una donna morta ammazzata, però cioè di questa qua che è stata uccisa ed è la seconda donna che è stata uccisa con lo stesso modus operandi della prima. Quindi sarebbe scontato dire che è stato il marito, ma le prove al momento portano che sia stato il marito. Anche se, non penso che il gioco sia abbastanza scontato. Perché pure prima poteva essere il marito, e cioè capì? E poi è stata un'altra persona. Quindi vediamo cosa è successo.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Allora, la terza.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
L'ho detto, Vagno. Fatto bene a passare prima da qui.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has
Anna, poi ti devo chiedere una cosa.
Belmont High School in Plainfields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks for your help.
Allora, chiamarci. cosa. Papa.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Asco. Guarda che chiudo un po' la porta qua.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
If I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. We've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
This was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now.
Hey, you! Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off. That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
Ma papiglia sto ramano.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son.
What are you...
I'm the chosen.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Sassy, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you low-key motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Sì. Ed è stato proprio lui, signori.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a
Ugo Moller.
I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Vabbè, allora, o è stato Eli o è stato seriamente Ugo Moller.
Cole Phelps, badge
Bisogna
1247.
vedere, guagno.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
What are we waiting for? I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
My wife is so dumb, she stares at orange juice for hours. Well, it does say it counts.
You're behind the wheel.
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Ma non possiamo. Per me sia stato. Per me è proprio lui. Ugo Moller. Puzza un po', però.
Better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test, I can prove it.
Allora, non so se Simone è ancora sveglio. Vabbè, eliminazione degli indizi. C'è su una curva intrecciata, dicono gli italiani, vedi le prove, lezioni degli indizi. Ed va bene. Seymour.
Why are you just sitting there?
Un attimo, lo zio. Mi devi dire veramente. Verità. Ok. Alla prima eliminazione di indizi, verità.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin him.
Ok.
You know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Aspetta, c'è il veicolo della vittima e accesso a una chiave per gomme.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Ah, vedi, menzogna, chiave inglese.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Ho bisogno di sentire
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
un'altra campana.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with
You look like you've had it rough.
See me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Ok, abbiamo qualcosa su Wayne Rooney, sul nonno di Rooney? Nonno di Rooney, il bisnonno di Rooney forse. incertezza.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing.
Ma.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid, tie, hitch, and braid. It stays tight.
You killed Mrs. Moeller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
Boh, raga, a me mi puzza.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair.
I'm not saying another thing until I've seen an attorney.
È stato veramente Ugo Moller a ucciderla. O è stato Rooney? Certo, volendo noi ci togliamo un pedofilo dalla strada, quindi sarebbe anche meglio.
Why are you just sitting there?
Simo, tu che dici? Rooney o Ugo Moller? Cioè è strano che sia Ugo.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Ex marito, quindi è Ugo Moller. È proprio lui, mamma mia però. Certo, tutti gli indizi portano a lui, sì. Quindi dobbiamo arrestare lui.
Hugo Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises.
Beh, mo se questo dice che il caso non è...
Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some
Non era
fairness to your
lui.
police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities.
Dai, ma come non era lui?
Now get out of here!
Notte, Andrea. Era Elijah Rooney. Assurdo, regà. Assurdo. Abbiamo catturato il killer, ma non era quello che voleva lui. Volevano proprio che doveva mettere in galera il... Vabbè, oh. È assurdo sto gioco. Cioè, devi per forza mettere dentro l'innocente. Cioè, ok, va bene, era un pedofilo, tutto ciò che vuoi. Ma se è innocente, perché metterlo in galera? Cioè, sì, non ha senso sta cosa. Boh.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
Wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Yet this golden boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
なた方の会社と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キッシュマン、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
You know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Comunque dai, io penso che staccherò qua. Andiamo.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here.
Raids.
Yeah, my real name. You can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another staff.
Allora, Questo è bipolare perché vabbè è così. È veramente bipolare questo. Oh, zio Piero. Aspetta, mi sa che ho sbagliato a scrivere. Ho sbagliato a no. Ok. Vabbè signori, io vi faccio sapere per domani, in caso per Valhalla. E allora, mi sa che sta staccando forse Melina, no? Ok, la sta staccando. Perfetto. Ok, ma ho scritto bene. Grazie Simo per gli aiuti, grazie a chi è passato, vi auguro una buona notte e niente. In caso domani ci vediamo con Valhalla. In caso domani ci vediamo con Valhalla. Oh, ma perché sto telefono mi fa raidare? Madò che nervoso. Aspetta raga. Che raidare da telefono è un casino. Pazienza. Oh, finalmente. Spero che mo me lo fa fare. Vabbè, raga, nel dubbio domani Valhalla. Aggiungiamo un po' di carne al sugo. E niente. Buonanotte.